Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be about 5 things that I refuse to spend my money on. These are all beauty related, but they are not makeup. I've done a separate video called makeup products that I don't buy anymore. I will link that in the description box if you do want to see that. These are things, some of them I have spent my money on in the past and others I considered spending my money on. So this is all personal preference. I've just decided for me, these things are not worth it and I would rather put my money somewhere else. I do spend probably more on makeup than other people, but I am trying to make smarter makeup purchases where things that I'm going to use, and I have cut out so many other things that I spend money on. And to be clear, I am not telling anybody not to spend their money on these things, and I'm not judging anybody for spending their money on these things. We all make our own money, which means we get to spend it on whatever we want. So this is just something I wanted to share because I'm just trying to promote more smart consumerism, basically spending your money on things that work for you. And these I just did not find necessary for me. So I thought it would be fun to share. Please let us know where you cut corners, no longer spend money on, and yeah, let's just get into it. Alrighty, number 1 is nails. I did used to go to a nail salon all the time. For multiple years, I would get gel manicures, and then for a while I did have acrylics as well. If you were watching my channel when I first started 3 years ago, I did have acrylics a lot of that time. But honestly, first of all, I love painting my nails and I have a nice nail polish collection, so I much prefer to just be able to do it myself. And also I felt like it was really time consuming to go to a nail salon and it would take hours and hours. And I felt like every other weekend I would spend 3 hours of my life at a nail salon, and it just seemed like a lot and unnecessary when I can just file my nails and paint them whatever color I want myself at home, and it's way faster and I can just kind of do it whenever I feel like it. And also I felt like when I had the gel or the acrylics, I was kind of stuck with that color for the next 2 to 3 weeks, whereas now I just like to be able to change my nail polish whenever I want. So I've saved a ton of money since I stopped going to nail salons, and also I feel like I've saved a lot of time. Alrighty, number 2 is the hair salon. I stopped going to hair salons several years ago. I cut my own hair for the last several years. Now, it doesn't look perfect, of course, and I'm not doing like interesting layers or bangs. I just cut my hair straight across. But again, I feel like this saves me a lot of time, and I've been dyeing my hair at home for a very long time. I started dyeing my hair when I was in high school, and I love to change my hair color. I don't anymore though, just because of damage purposes, but like a good 5 to 10 years ago, I would completely change my hair color every 6 months to 1 year, which is not good for my hair, which is why I stopped doing that. But I've had red hair, blonde hair, all of it. Now I just dye my hair black. And now I'm only dyeing the roots. I try not to do the whole thing just because, yeah, I do feel like that is damaging. And since I've stopped changing my hair color all the time, believe it or not, my hair is healthier. Like, duh, obviously that would happen. So yeah, getting your hair dyed at the salon, if you do that, I'm sure you know, it's very pricey. I've done it 2 or 3 times ever, and each time it costs between $100 and $150. I'm fortunate enough that my hair grows pretty quickly. However, because I have a lot of gray hair, I'm 35, but I got my first gray hair at 16. Yeah, and my hair grows quickly, so I have to re-dye my roots every 2 to 3 weeks max. I can't even go more than 3 weeks. Again, that would really, really add up. So this also has saved me a lot of time and definitely a lot of money. All right, number 3 is also salon related, and that is facials, waxing. I used to do all of this. I used to get my upper lip waxed and my eyebrows waxed. I've gotten only 3 or 4 facials ever. Personally, I don't think I really got any amazing results other than the pore clearing. I will say that really helped. However, when I got that done, at that time, I realize now I was not properly washing off my makeup. And now that I do the double cleanse method, I know for so many years I was just using makeup wipes. I know, and I had so many clogged pores. Well, no kidding. Now that I use the double cleanse method, I hardly have any blackheads compared to what I had before. So this again, I feel like is not something really that I need. I just tweeze my own eyebrows and a little shaving on the upper lip and I feel like I'm good to go. Again, this has saved me a lot of money. And personally, as far as like the facials, I feel like I get better results doing masks at home. I know, and I'm sure that maybe where I went maybe wasn't that great, or I'm sure there's better estheticians to go to, but just from the 3 or 4 facials I've gotten, I feel like I get better results at home. So yeah, again, this is something I've definitely cut out. All right, number 4 is something that I've never had ever, but I did consider it. And this, I just want to be clear, I am not judging anybody. Everyone can do whatever they want. But personally, I have decided against cosmetic procedures, filler, and things like that. This is something I did strongly consider around the age of 31-ish. As I said, I'm 35. I strongly considered getting some injections because I was starting to feel very, very insecure about my forehead wrinkles. And yeah, I really wanted to do it. And then I thought about it and I realized I wanted to do it more because I was seeing people online getting this done and it seemed very normal. A lot of the people I was watching on YouTube at that time, a lot of the bigger YouTubers, this was when the YouTubers were like really getting into the procedures and all of that. And yeah, it was influencing me and I was strongly considering this. I'm really glad that I didn't because I've just decided this is not for me. I don't want to do that. I would rather do my best with skincare at home, and aging is aging. I've decided if I'm aging, that's a good thing compared to the alternative. Therefore, I've just decided this is not for me. There are potential risks, of course, and it's also quite pricey. So once you start doing this to maintain it, this could cost between $600 to well over $1,000 per year. It depends on where you live and how much you have done, but it's super duper pricey as well. Therefore, I decided this is just not for me. I'm gonna do the best I can with skincare at home, and yeah, more wrinkles I'm sure will happen, but hey, I am okay with that, and that is just fine with me. Alrighty, last up, number 5. This is something I used to spend money on all the time, and I will say I actually got to the point where I think I had a shopping problem with clothes. I buy makeup pretty regularly, but compared to what I was doing with clothes like a good, this was like 5 or 6 years ago, it really doesn't compare. I think I had a really unhealthy shopping habit. I was going to the mall anywhere between 2 to 3 times a week and ordering clothes and accessories, jewelry, purses, things like that online. It was really unhealthy now that I look back on it. And I lived in an apartment at that time where I had a huge closet and it was completely full. I mean, clothes just stacked. I mean, it was a massive closet and it was completely chocked full of clothing, accessories, purses, shoes. It was insane. I was so overly into shopping for clothes. It was so unhealthy. I mean, going to the mall 3 times a week and ordering online. It was really bad. And then eventually, I think I just got so overwhelmed and I realized a lot of the clothes, I was not wearing them, or I'd wear them once, never wear them again. I was also buying a lot of things that like looked great on a mannequin, looked beautiful on the rack, but it wasn't my style. You know, right now I am just into, I like to look put together, but comfort is my number one. I am not wearing anything skin tight, short, nothing like that. I just want to be comfortable. And yeah, I was kind of buying things for my fantasy self. Anyway, it was a huge problem. And this, I did fix this. I stopped and I got rid of probably like 80% of my clothes. I donated shoes, clothes, accessories, and now I've done a room tour on this room. I have a really tiny closet and I'm so happy with it because I have everything I need for every occasion and I wear my clothes. I wear things until they fall apart. And it's not even fun for me to go clothing shopping anymore. I'm actually at the point where recently my everyday shoes completely fell apart, like broken soles falling off, and I was still wearing them. And I put off buying a new pair of shoes for like 3 months, and I forced myself to buy a pair of shoes. And I had to literally force myself to do it because, yeah, I don't enjoy clothes shopping, and I still like to get a lot of ideas from, you know, like beauty blogs and fashion bloggers. But I just go in my closet and pick out similar things. And if there's something I'm truly, truly lacking, like if I really want an orange sweater and I have nothing in that color, then I will go buy that. But yeah, I very rarely buy new clothes and accessories, and this is something I've really stuck to. I did a huge closet clean out probably like 4 years ago, and then I did another one like maybe 3 years ago. And I've really maintained it. I'm really proud of myself on this one because this was a huge problem for me. And yeah, I'm at the point where I very rarely buy new clothing or accessories, and I wear my stuff until it falls apart. Alrighty, that is it for this video. I just think it is really, really important for us to spend our money on things we're going to use and enjoy. And if you feel like it's a burden, you're not enjoying it, probably best to save your money. And I'm really happy that I don't spend my money on these things because I feel like it can be better used elsewhere or just saved. And yeah, I'm really, really happy that I've been able to cut out all these things. And as I mentioned, the one thing I've never spent my money on, but I did strongly, strongly consider it. So yeah, that is it for this video. Please let us know where you like to save your money. That is it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.